Yeah, we're recording
Didn't
now.
even bring it out.
I'll write
Funniest
the
part
shit.
about that,
I'll write the shit and I'll do it live. Fuck it.
funniest
Do it
part is him
live.
cutting to it. It's like, and now here's Sting, and just
We'll do it live. What's going on, everybody? It's your boys, the the Knuckleheads. What's going on? It's the movies watchers. Yo,
trembling.
yo, fuck yeah! I'm not used to doing this shit
Are
pre-recorded.
you sure Grills was the one that just woke up?
No, I haven't gone to sleep yet. Yo, I went to sleep last night, putting all this shit on at like 2:30 in the morning. So it's the Knucklehead movie watchers, motherfucker, and we got everybody in the building except for Show, and everyone in this building, if you don't know already, my man behind, underneath me but not below me, or it not disrespectful way. My man Lay, what's going on, Lay?
You're beneath him.
I'm worried about this movie, but I'm hoping for good things.
You and me both. You and me
You haven't
both.
seen this shit? I haven't seen this crap.
Nah, this is the first time we watching it. And then the guy all the way to the top right corner, we got Krills. My man's blowing his nose. He's blowing all the mucos out.
I forgot what was going on in life right now.
My man said, yo, fuck your life. Bing bong. Shit, man. Yo, if you're gonna do all that shit, you might as well. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And now he's muted. So the guy in the lower right hand corner of the screen, Cap, what's going on, Cap?
Let's see if I like this movie better or worse than Spider-Man.
Uh-oh.
Yo, no expectations. No expectations and no knowledge.
You haven't seen any of the coming attractions. I have. I expect nothing.
Good.
I don't even expect the movie to play.
There is no spoon. There is no fucking spoon. All right. And like always, Show is late. So we're gonna introduce Show right now. Show, what's going on, man? How's everything? How's life? How's fucking working and shit like that?
Nope.
Fuck that! Don't do that shit.
All right, there you go. And that's Show right there for you.
Only fan.
Yo, that was as pointless as half the fucking movie.
I didn't understand. Not even the end. Damn.
Oh, I got it.
They're gonna make a Matrix with the cat.
I think that was a meme. That was like a funny video. The cat tricks. Look that up.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Word.
All right, so we want to go around, give our thoughts.
I'll start with me.
Starting
Yeah, you can get me out the way. I have no thoughts on this movie. I was confused. I don't care. I haven't seen the other Matrix, so that's just me. That's
Wait, you
garbage,
haven't
bro.
seen any of the other Matrix?
Just the
Like,
first one and the second.
Oh.
those are
That's
the
it.
best ones.
So there was a big gap missing for me. A huge gap.
They really didn't well, they did reference the third one, but
It
they
wasn't
didn't.
that okay. It was nothing crazy.
What do you rate this out of 10?
If it wasn't for that slow motion scene when Neil was explaining stuff, I would have gave this shit a fucking bomb. But I'll give it a 6, bro. A 6 out of 10. That's me. I can't be fair. I haven't been paying attention. I was in and out. I really did not care about this movie.
You gave it
At
more
all.
than I was gonna give it.
Yeah, at all.
You gave it a 6. That's a good movie.
All right, sure. What do you got?
Yeah, this shit was terrible, man. It's like I'm so upset at the Matrix. They got such a good concept and just like turned it into a fucking soap opera. I felt like I was watching a show on Netflix. Fucking corny Netflix show. I give it a 3 out of 10. I'm gonna say I wouldn't recommend this to anybody unless you want to fall asleep. Like, yo, this shit was so much talking. Like, it felt like a nerdy movie, but I don't even think a nerd would understand what the fuck they were saying. Oh, you the only one that understood it. He said
Yo,
I understood it. Go ahead. That's it for me.
Lay.
Um, first and foremost, I don't know what the fuck I just saw. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Uh, I'm one of those few people when I saw the Matrix the first time, I got it. Right, like a lot of people didn't. I get it.
Yep.
And they progressively got worse, kind of like the Iron Man movies. They progressively got worse. And then this shit here, first of all, it was only one half of the people who made the movies, right? So I see why the other sister didn't want to be part of this. Completely understand where she was coming from. Two, way, and I usually have no problem with talking, way too much talking. Way too much expositions, way too much. I don't give a fuck, man. Get to the point. You're leading me to you're leading me to an answer that's gonna lead me to another answer that's to another answer. Answer it one fucking time and we'll get to the point. The action was cool, but not enough of it. And seriously, whatever they were aiming for, it failed. I don't know if they overthought it or underthought, but it didn't click at all. I mean, if I'm checking my phone during a movie that I've never seen before, you don't have my attention. And I'm going off to do other things, you don't have my attention. Saying like I watched Hawkeye and I literally watched the whole thing in a sitting. This was a show about a character with a bow and arrow.
Yep.
This shit, I was like, can I watch Hawkeye again? I don't know what happened. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck I just saw. I know Keanu was in it. I'm a Keanu fan. Yeah. I gotta give this shit a rating. I'm gonna give this shit a 2. I'm gonna do one better than show. I'm not even gonna mention this movie. If somebody asks me, I'm just not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say a word about it. I'm just gonna look at them on some.
Hold on.
Did you see the Matrix?
Doesn't exist.
Hold on.
Me blinking twice means I was held captive watching that movie. I was held hostage.
Yo, I got you right now.
Go ahead.
His a memory spell, so you don't have to remember it.
I need that.
Like it's hot and Pantone. Ring God. There you go. Gone.
I learned my lesson from Peter Parker, not to talk during the spell.
Yeah.
Like this movie, Peter Parker was doing way too much talking. It's the same deal. Shut up! I need to do the spell. Shut up and get to the fighting. That's what made the Matrix. The Doogie part was cool, but then it got annoying because it kept going. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. It's a 2. Anybody out there that's seeing this, don't watch it. Don't show the legacy of the first one, and somewhat the second one. But don't watch this. Don't watch this, man. This is terrible. John Wick 4, where you at?
Word.
And then they get to the fucking fighting, and it's so like cartoonish. Like not even. In the trailer, I looked up by mistake. I wasn't trying to watch that shit because I wanted to be
the
surprised.
Matrix. That movie has some cool visual effects, though.
They fucking said they didn't even train for this movie. The people that fought. They didn't do like in the first part where they actually learned karate and all that.
It showed.
It was terrible.
You can tell Keanu was tired from doing John Wick, then did this. Like I finished John Wick 4, dude. I'm beat. And then the dude who played Morpheus, he had just rapped Aquaman too. So he's like, I just played Black Manta. I'm tired too, bro.
Well,
we're gonna phone this whole movie in, guys.
He did the best out of all of them.
Director, editing, fight choreographer, everybody phoned it in at once.
Yeah, let's make some money and go home.
It was a telemarketer that called you.
Word.
That's what it was. Oh my god.
Yeah. So you want to go? Or you want
I'll go. The first time I saw the trailer or the teaser trailer, whatever the fuck that thing was, which was the only thing I saw before watching this movie, I hit up Cap and I said, I have more questions now. And Cap's like, what questions you have? I was like, I don't know, but they better answer them. And they didn't. And the only thing they proved was this movie was a waste of time. And at conception of the idea of part 4, it failed. It failed because this was so much trying to be nostalgia to the first one that it literally disrespected it. And I'm a fan of all three movies. Yes, part 2 was a lot of talking and boring, but I'm a fan of the entire concept of the 1 was the introduction, 2 was what they did in the Matrix, and 3 was Zion. I get it. I love that fight at the end. This one was a complete fucking fail. It was a complete fucking fail. I hated what they did with Morpheus. I hated what they did with him. Like, I get it. You don't need Lawrence Fishburne because, you know, he's supposed to fight and all that. But he's a program. He started out as a fucking agent, and now he's a program. And it's like, bro, really? For that, you could have just had anybody do that shit. Anybody could have been familiar to this motherfucker. That could have been Tank doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Morpheus die. I honestly hated the fucking fact that Niobe was in this shit. Not because of Jada Pinkett Smith, but it's like no one else from the past lived after you had peace. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want problems. They had peace. He made peace for them. And she still didn't believe him? Fuck out of here. I'm sorry. This was a waste of your time. And there was no way to make this a better movie. You know how Cap was like, I hated the fact that they didn't mention Uncle Ben for, you know, Tom Holland. And we was like, oh, maybe, you know, he's not as close. Yeah, that would have been better. There's nothing redeems this. Nothing redeems this movie. And I'm sorry.
You ever, how do I say this? You ever walk into a situation where you're like, yo, I hope it's good, but I don't think it's going to be. And then it kicks you in the nuts and goes, nah, whatever how bad you thought it was going to be, you're going to make it so much worse.
Oh, yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Yep.
This shit told us to go fuck ourselves in about 2 hours.
With the quickness.
Man.
And I can't even say that Neil Patrick Harris was redeeming, like was the best. He was the best actor in this movie.
Yeah, he did the best job.
I'm sorry. He was the only actor in this movie. But still, I'm sorry. He could have did a one-man play and called it The Matrix, and it would have been better than this shit. Sorry for wasting your time, honestly, Neil Patrick Harris, but shit.
Honestly, just redo the first one. Don't even redo it. Just show it to us again with better CGI and stuff like that. Just give better effects.
You know, I would have loved if Neo in this shit was in the Matrix and he's running it, or he's just living his life and there's peace there, and now he can live with Trinity. And Agent Smith was infecting people slowly. And throughout the 60 years, he infected the bots and the people, and now fucking Neo has to fight Agent Smith on the outside and inside again. That would have been better than, yo, we're gonna drug the shit out of you and have your bitch get ran by a program. And we freed you for no reason, because we didn't need you to be free. And now we gotta risk our lives for Trinity. And guess what? Now you guys can fly in the Matrix and run the Matrix. I thought that's what you was fucking doing in the beginning.
Or that should have been normal, yeah.
That's what you did at the end of part 3.
That should have just flew in there, yo.
Yeah. And my man had the Dragon Ball Z Hadouken. You can't stop bullets no more. At least there's a max number you can stop. And you can Hadouken everything you see. Except for the group of people that's surrounding you. All right. That's the end of my rant. Go ahead, Cap.
So, I just want to preface this by saying that despite my rant on Spider-Man yesterday, I still gave that movie a 9 out of 10.
You did?
Yes.
Bruh.
With all that you said?
Huh?
Well
remember, Cap said that the movie, it wasn't the movie, it wasn't good. Is that he went in there with a lot of baggage and knowledge. You know what I mean? So
I say that
he ruined the movie for himself, but it was still a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say that because this movie, again, treated us like fucking idiots. Because how dare you say he made video games and then go, we're going to show you the video game, and it's the fucking movie.
Yeah.
They
Wait,
didn't do
th-
anything to make it look like a video game. They just showed us the fucking movie. A movie is not a game. Yo, the action, we went from the first Matrix, or all three Matrix, where they set the camera, watch them fight.
Mm.
Every now and again, we do a slow-mo shit when it's cool. To this movie where
the camera
Yo.
fights.
Liam Neeson must have been the stunt guy because they had to piece together every fucking fight scene.
This shit was a Jason Bourne movie.
Yo,
Yeah, it
and
was
this thing was so fucking. Hey, look out! We're in the Matrix. We're doing the Matrix again. It's the Matrix. We're using bullet time. Remember we called it bullet time? Like, did you? Why the fuck you make this movie?
Yeah.
But with that said, I kind of like the dude who played Smith, Agent Smith. I thought his take was different enough to warrant a different actor playing him.
Yeah,
Like
I can see that.
So that was cool.
But there wasn't enough of him.
Jessica Hedrick just looks so fucking cool in this movie.
Who's that?
Bugs, the lady with the blue hair.
Okay.
See, every time she was on screen, she just looked like she was better than this movie.
Yes.
And Neil Patrick Harris, boss. Those three bring this movie for me to at least a 7. 7 out of 10, because there was something in there that I can enjoy within the fucking stupidity. So all of a sudden now, fuck being the one, now there's the two.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So your whole premise that he keeps resetting the fucking mate. This is the 7th time it's reset.
Yep.
And he woke up again, and now he's got to do all this shit again. Every time he's done it by himself, now he needs 2.
So
They call it the 12.
now his name can't be Neo. It's not the one.
No, it's 12.
No.
He's one of 2.
Yo, they should call him 50 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50-50. Yeah.
You know what? The
Half and
crazy
half.
shit is. You know what the crazy shit is? I'll give this the same critique to this movie that I did the remake of Conan the Barbarian. You name this movie anything other than The Matrix, not a bad movie. Confusing the shit, not a bad movie. But because you put it in the realm of The Matrix, this shit is horrible.
Yeah, I have one other question. This motherfucker has been living he thinks his whole life being drugged, forgetting what really happened.
He was once a
Then the
man.
minute he finds out that this is real, I can't fly no more. I'm having trouble stopping bullets when you put your hand up, they all stop.
Well, he was going
Like, what the
through
fuck?
withdrawals without going through withdrawals.
Yeah, here's the thing though. You know that saying about riding a bike?
Yeah.
Because it's true. If your muscle memory will remember how to do shit. Like, you don't just all of a sudden wake up and go, oh shit, yeah, this is real. I can't do none of this anymore. But yet, Trinity wakes up everything. She can do everything she needs.
Well, no one was bitch slapping him in a fucking dojo saying the word Trinity to him. That's why he couldn't explode. Remember, in the training, he was able to destroy the whole training program. And the machines hooking up to him because, he was being bitch slapped.
I almost expected somebody to run in and go, Morpheus is fighting Neo. And then they all run back to watch the...
Second part 1.
Here's the thing. The Force Awakens kind of did the same shit where it was just a new hope again. But it was fun. This wasn't fun.
Yeah, but The Force Awakens wasn't them going to try to convince Luke that he was fucking Skywalker. This was a different character going through the same story arc. It's believable. Fucking 90-year-old Luke Skywalker. Yo, we have to convince you now that not only are you a fucking metachlorian user, but now you're the guy that's supposed to, bring balance to the Force. What?
Yeah. For anybody who's gonna be listening to this eventually, if you have HBO Max already, put this on one day when you're bored. If you gotta borrow somebody's password, don't bother.
Don't
If
bother.
you're thinking of paying for HBO Max for this, don't fucking bother.
If you're going to the movies,
The only
can't-
way to see this in the movie is if somebody else bought your ticket.
no, the only way to see this in the movie is if you bought the Spider-Man ticket and walked into the wrong theater and said, "Oh, this ain't it," and walk out. That's the only way I'll allow you to see any part of this in the movie theater.
I tell you right now, if you're gonna get HBO Max, get it for all the Beverly Hills Cop, all the Rockies, and the DC collection.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
and by the way, this is just me personal, my thing. The Mummy, the one Brendan Fraser, not the one with Tom Cruise, that piece of shit. The one Brendan Fraser. That's a fun movie to watch. I'll tell you this much: watch that shit twice. Just don't watch this. I respect what Cap was saying, and I get where he's coming from, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like if I honestly tell you my heart to hearts to watch this shit, I'm a disrespect you, and I don't want to do that to you guys. I'm telling you the truth. Please don't.
It's a waste of time that doesn't accomplish anything. It doesn't expand anybody's mind. The Matrix was actually made to expand your mind to believe there are alternate realities, and we might be in a simulation. This was not trying to do that at all. This was, all right, listen, motherfuckers. Here goes another Matrix. I don't know who forced us to do it, but here you go.
They gave me 5
This
minutes.
is simulation right now. The program right now didn't give an effort for this movie simulating it.
Yo,
I didn't give a
the
fuck.
end credit scene should tell you enough.
Oh
At
yeah,
least- At least when the Avengers said, "Fuck it, we're eating shawarma," it's because, hey, I see a shawarma. I've always wanted to try that. It's a fun little nod. This literally continued the whole, hey, this whole shit is bullshit. So let's make fun of ourselves for the bullshit we just did.
I'm telling you, I went to the theater to watch this. I'd have walked out. I'd have been like, "Yo, two things: somebody's paying me for this, and somebody has to get assaulted because my eyes were assaulted today."
Yeah. I
just got assaulted.
I have actual knowledge to drop here, and you guys are gonna hate the crew of this movie.
Mhm.
When COVID happened, Lena Wachowski was like, "Oh, that's a wrap. We don't have to do this shit," and walked away. And the fucking cast and crew was like, "No, we gotta finish it." The director was ready to be like, "Oh, the world's ending. I don't have to finish this. Cool. I'm gone."
Yeah, I wish
And they forced her to come back to finish.
I wish they put that same energy into starting this, because this don't look like it got started. Like there was no concept to this. Yeah, I would listen if this had a concept and an actual story and a reasoning. The one thing I'll be bitching about is why is Trinity the one now on some Lois Lane shit. But this doesn't have a story. It doesn't have an arc. It doesn't have a reason. So go ahead, Trinity, do your thing, boo boo.
Once again, I have no idea what happened.
And on that note,
Yeah, right.
on that note, on that awesome note, I don't know what the fuck I just saw.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put the review part up and not the movie watch part. You know, because I feel like this is more important than us reacting to the movie.
Yeah, because
We didn't have nothing to react to.
Yeah,
it's in earnest. No, we reacted to something, but a lot of us don't know what we were reacting to.
yeah.
No,
Like I'm legitly flabbergasted, bro. And I'm using words like that. This is horrible.
Yeah.
bro.
What the fuck happened?
yo, girls, I'm gonna buy this on Ultra 4K Blu-ray for you. When's your birthday?
Yo,
Yesterday.
my boy Krill's
Krill's
wanted
birthday
to
was
rate
yesterday.
this. Rate for real? Happy birthday,
yeah,
Krillz.
Yeah,
birthday,
yeah, it
man.
was yesterday.
Okay.
Well, technically it was 2 days ago because we're 12:08, so it was the 21st.
Don't get
Nice.
technical. Don't get technical.
I
This
have
movie
yo,
tried to get technical
listen
and it
now.
failed.
listen.
Don't do that.
See the predecessor to me was all numbers. I'm feelings, and I can control you with your feelings.
Just feel it.
You see the fucking the
You know what's
Keen,
funny?
the dream
Whatever that
shit?
was. Whatever that was.
Yo, but what's funny is that is kind of true of reality.
Yeah,
The old school way used to be, we gave you a fucking fact and some numbers, and you're like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." Now we just throw out buzzwords to catch feelings, and boom, we got you, hook, line, and sinker.
Fun fact: that scene with the apple was probably the best scene I've seen in the whole movie.
yes,
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
if it wasn't
That's-
for that scene,
That scene was dope.
He
I was like, oh oh, now can I get
That
more
whole
of this?
scene was the 6 out of 10 I gave it.
Yo, not for nothing. If this whole movie was nothing but action, and he was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Then they showed that scene, you got caught up. You didn't need anything else. Maybe the Smith shit, but you didn't need anything else. Which
I feel like
I think Agent Smith was pointless in this movie, as he accomplished nothing, and he was there for nothing.
Oh,
He did look cool.
yes. He
I
is
feel like
pointless.
I feel like they overthought themselves with this shit.
Yeah, because how is Trinity and Neo two halves of a whole, but Smith is half of Neo?
Yo, there's 3 halves of a whole. Then
Yeah, like they're all
Yeah, that sounds
50%
about
of
right.
something. Like what?
No,
Yo.
they're. No, I'm not even gonna get into that.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
yeah.
that.
you know
I'm
something?
not gonna do that. That's wrong.
You're right.
Family.
Agent Smith didn't need to be in here, but like I said, he played it so differently that him being in it didn't bog down the movie.
The last scene he was in, I enjoyed.
It didn't bog it down, but it also didn't help it.
Him
that's
bringing
the
hilarious
movie.
part.
him
Like, it
bringing
didn't-
the
It didn't hurt it,
yeah.
but it didn't help either.
Him bringing the homeless people to beat up Neo, it was pointless to me. I don't know what happened. Where
And
were the
that dude
twins?
speaking like in broken phrases.
Yo, not only broken phrases, but they were
But they never.
sequel, reboot.
Yeah, they didn't
What?
interconnect anything.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He was
What?
he was speaking in movie language of fuck you whoever's watching this.
yeah.
That's what I decoded. Fuck you whoever's watching this, because the trilogy was all you were supposed to get. But now we got to reboot this shit as a sequel to fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you for making me work.
Word. Fuck your life.
On that note, fellas.
Yeah. On
Yeah,
that
night.
note, yo.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm going to sleep.
Yo.
I'm tired as fuck.
We all going
Peace
to
to everyone.
sleep.
Well, not me. I gotta put this shit up for the. I gotta put this shit up for the bastards.
I'm gonna wash my eyes of this and watch something
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
I'm telling you. You know what I felt like? Almost like when I watched Watchmen. No puns intended.
Yes, yes.
Oh my
Because
God.
they crammed that novel into those 2 hours. I was like, yo, we don't need the whole novel.
2 hours,
could've
shit,
put
like
so many
5
points.
hours.
You know,
Yeah, I was like, yo, I sat here, my eyes got raped.
no, you know. To be honest with you, this was a 2.5 hour movie, but it felt like they didn't take the time to explain anything.
It
This
felt
was
like 5 hours.
Yeah, this was a 2.5 hour fucking 30-minute fucking movie.
They literally just banked the movie off the title Matrix, bro. This was just a quick
It's
check,
fun.
bro.
Yeah, no, they did. Whatever the Matrix stood for in the first one, it's nowhere
got
near
destroyed.
close to
Yeah,
what
it
is
got
now.
Just a
destroyed.
quick check.
The first trilogy was Obama. This one is Byron. Sorry.
Byron.
Yeah. And on that note, ladies and
My
gentlemen,
man
yeah.
show that bye Byron.
All right. Yo, on that
That's my
note,
boy,
ladies and
Byron.
gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Don't watch this movie.
Yeah. Gotta ask you, Joe, what are we doing for tomorrow? What are we covering? The wrestling podcast?